The stock market and honestly the world just keeps getting more crazy every single day. Do you remember the Allbirds headline that came out just a little bit ago? How they were saying they were making a pivot from making shoes to getting into AI? I feel like most people kind of thought it was a little funny, honestly, more than serious. Their stock pumped on the news, but has since then faded, and it kind of just, we haven't heard anything else about it, so it kind of just faded out into the mist. And with how crazy the stock market is these days, with how fast it moves around, if a narrative doesn't stick, people are going to move on to the next thing and forget about it. Until today, when Ford said that they are going to pivot into AI as well. Ford is no longer just going to be a truck and EV company. They're going to pivot into the AI infrastructure play that's booming across the whole country lately. They're going to work to power AI data centers. Now, here's the plan with them. Ford's been struggling in the EV market for a while now. It's really slowed down. It used to be crazy and all exciting and hyped up in 2021, but demand cooled off hard after the tax credit rush and the margins got squeezed, and a lot of the automakers suddenly realized that, hey, maybe going all in on these EVs isn't the move. But now Ford has all this infrastructure built for their EVs, so instead of doubling down on electric cars, they're going to take a page right out of Tesla's playbook. They're going to pivot their major battery production capacity towards energy storage systems for AI data centers and the electrical grid. That means that they're going to take their little battery packs that they would make for their cars and turn them more into the ones that can be applied to AI server farms. It's interesting because when the AI boom started, it was all about the chips like Nvidia, AMD, all those guys. And then not too long ago, it was about memory with Micron and SanDisk. But now it's just booming into everything. People are thinking of every aspect of the AI infrastructure build out, and energy has been catching a crazy bid. The AI data centers that are being built, they consume enormous amounts of power 24/7. And there are estimates that the US data center power demand could triple over the next few years because of the AI boom. This creates a massive opportunity because the bottleneck isn't just chips anymore, it's going to be energy too. It's going to be grid stability, battery storage, and Ford is seeing this and they want in. They announced that they're going to invest billions into a new energy storage business built around supplying batteries for utilities, industrial customers, and AI data centers. Specifically, they're going to repurpose their EV battery factories that are in Kentucky and Michigan to manufacture the batteries that are going to go into these AI data centers. Their goal is huge. They're going to go for 20 gigawatt hours of annual energy storage capacity by 2027, which we're already almost halfway through 2026, so that's going to be a quick shift. And looking back at the Allbirds pivot, we don't really know what the hell they're going to do, but with Ford, it actually makes more sense than people realize. They already have manufacturing plants for stuff like this. They already know battery production. They already have supply chains. So instead of trying to compete with Tesla with electric vehicles, they're just going to try to become a picks and shovel supplier for the AI gold rush. Wall Street definitely noticed this, and today there were reports talking about Ford potentially emerging as an AI data center power play. Who would have thought? When you think of Ford, you think of the backbone of cars and how they were driving around in these shitty pieces of metal back in the day. But that is no more. They're going to get ready to be a huge AI data center power play, apparently. It's the perfect time for them to take a swing at something like this because the market narrative for AI infrastructure is just the most bullish thing in the world. Every major tech company is spending absurd amounts of money on AI infrastructure right now. You've got the Mag 7, you've got OpenAI, they all need data centers, and those data centers need power. And the thing is, Ford isn't becoming an AI software company. They're not going to try to compete with ChatGPT. They're becoming an infrastructure company. It's a huge difference. Like I said before, they're going to sell the picks and shovels, like the power that are going to go into these data centers, instead of just trying to take a risk on developing something new. Ford isn't going to end up becoming the next Nvidia, but they have a pretty smart idea here. Supplying the physical infrastructure needed for the AI boom is pretty legit, and this could also be the start of a wave of companies doing this. AI doesn't just need software, it needs electricity, it needs batteries, and it needs infrastructure, so who knows what companies in the near future are going to take this card and pull it as well. You better enjoy your grocery stores while they last because who knows, they might just pivot and become warehouses for AI data centers. I've seen headlines about data centers, like mini ones, being attached to homes throughout the US. They're going to try to fit these things wherever it makes sense and is feasible and can make people money, so we'll see where it goes. We really don't have a choice, and hopefully it just doesn't destroy our world because that would not be too fun.